Alright, you mad lads, here we are with an absolutely crazy me-made deck. I call it the Demiurgy, or the Demiurge, because we use world gears of Theurlogical Demiurgy. Lots of fancy words, but crazy monster. You need 3 level 5 or higher monsters. The Link summon is unaffected by other monster effects. Okay, look at this. Cannot be used as Link material. This Link summon card is unaffected by other monster effects. Already off to an insane start. During your main phase, if you control this card that was Link summoned using 3 monsters that had 3 different types and attributes, which we do, you can destroy all other cards on the field. If your opponent special summons a monster from the extra deck, you can special summon a World Legacy monster from your deck. Now, when I first made this deck, we did do World Legacy support, because we had just got some new World Legacy support, so we were going from there. I decided to redo it, because World Legacy monsters kind of suck, so I don't want to bring them from the deck. I just want to support my Demiurge. Super tough, and you got to realize you're top decking, because we're using the skill Elements Unite, definitely not for its chosen path. You get down to 500 life points. You start with these 3 and the Gate Guardian in your hand, and that's it. So you're top decking everything. So we had to build this deck around cards that are essentially going to be super useful top decking. So we're starting with the Ancient and Ascended Sarvis. He stops them from targeting our Demiurge with anything, so that's very good. Not only Demiurge, but our Gate Guardians, because if you go first, they can attack those guys. Not attack as in swing, but use monster effects to attack them. If they try to target them, this guy will stop them. Everyone knows what Swords of Revealing Light does and how that can stall for us. Pot of Duality, we're not really special summoning outside of the first turn, so if we top deck this, it's just a free draw. It's very good. Monster Reborn, that could even bring our boy back if we lose it. That's absolutely massive. Forbidden Lance, protect it from Dark Hole and nonsense like that. Very good. This card's massive. Monster Reborn. Target 3 monsters in your graveyard. Your opponent chooses 1 and special summons 1. And if you banish the rest, and that's it. You can only do it once per turn. But with Elements Unite, you have these 3 monsters to choose from, and their effects work. So this card is massive in this deck. You top deck this card, and you're really cooking. Then we have Blackout or Blockout Curtain. It's not as good. It stops you from being destroyed by battle, and then when it's in the graveyard, it can stop your opponent's card from being destroyed. It's a little wacky. Works for certain decks. We just use it so we're not swung over, even though we're 3,500 attack. Still a little hard to swing over. Then Rebellion, another super awesome card. During either player's battle phase, you get to target a monster they control. Take control of it until the end of the battle phase, but your other card can't attack. Super cool card, massive in this deck. I think you're going to see it in the replays, so really just awesome stuff. And we got Brain Control. You know what that does, it just controls them once again, but it's all about the Demiurgy. Sounds weird, sounds wacky, but you're going to see in the replays this deck makes a lot of sense, and I think we get to showcase a lot of these really cool techs, and this deck's wild, definitely worthy of May. Definitely better than going with just the World Legacy archetype. This is the Demiurge, guys. Pretty cool. Hope you enjoy, and thanks for watching. Alright, here we are facing a little Yuge with the Demiurge. We're going first, which means probably gonna be a pretty easy duel for us, as long as you get that Demiurge out of there. He's Bane of Darkness, so that's Dark Magician and Buster Blader mixed, I'm pretty sure. Here's the Demiurge. He's got spellbooks. That would be a very easy instance of removal if he could banish us. He's got the blue boy too. He probably could have got to a banish, but I think he's using it for mere draw power. So I think that's where he goes with it. Yep. Just drawing. Beautiful Dark Magical Circle. It's actually a brilliant card to do that on. Very good idea. Beautiful card. Sets 2 back row though. He's got a pimped out Dark Magician too, so he's all over the place. Bringing out a Buster Blader. Not much he can do to the Demiurge. All we gotta do is get our effect off before he does, and boy do we. And we even got a Blackout Curtain. That's gonna protect us from destruction, and I think you better believe we use the Blackout Curtain here. Isn't that gonna be wild? He's normal summoning Dark Magician, Bet he really wishes he still had that Dark Magical Circle. Bane of Darkness, using the skill once again, adding a poly. Using said poly. Oh yeah, it's diffusion, wave motion too, not too sure why. No, not even using the poly, using the Eye of Timaeus. Dark Cavalry, he's to get over us. He gets over us, 3600. Summoners are 3700. Another flashy Dark Magician. No, 3600 still. Blackout Curtain, boom! We survive. Guess what? Boom! He's destroyed. Guess Super what? Monster Reborn coming again. Look at this deck. It's like we have actual plays. Insane. Finish the others. That's quite alright. Swing for 3500. Finish them off. Absolutely wild duel, guys. Great stuff. Alright, here. Ooh. It's so laggy. Hey. Sorry, it says my encoder is having trouble processing. There it goes. We're facing Taya. She let us draw an extra card. We get Pod Duality. I think she had the cards to beat us. So he's Regeki breakpointing. We get to use. Look at this duel. We get to use our Ascendant that we just drew to stop the Regeki. Now he's got a Canadia one and Hallucigenia, a monster out. This is actually a pretty wild duel. Boom. Flip up. He's gonna hit us again. Bring out a Canadia after using the Canadia. Now keep in mind, we could just flip that monster face up once. We couldn't do it again, obviously. So we're gonna bring out the Gate Guardian. We're not even going with the Demiurge. We're going with the Gate Guardian because I'm not afraid of Paleozoic monsters, and he is real low in the cards department. So I don't think he's gonna be able to hurt us too much. But look at that. Once I saw that, I was like, oh, we've lost. And then he's gaining life points with it. We only have 500 life points. Maybe he's not checking our life points and is just scared. But he could have done 150 damage, which would be a significant amount. Now, we have a Forbidden Chalice. We have Monster Reborn. I'm pretty sure I could have used that. Yeah, no idea why I didn't use Monster Reborn. Now I'll use it. And we're protecting it. And it's protected by Forbidden Lance. So really, we got a lot going on. He's going to compulsory us. We're going to Forbidden Lance it. And he's just going to scoop after that. He doesn't want to do the effect damage or beat us with any of that. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing Dennis. And I think he's hitting us with Ancient Gear. We're going second, too. So pretty gnarly. Fusion Dark Race. But I don't think... man, he gained a lot of life points. I don't think he can hit us in the first turn. Once per turn during your main phase, you can make one face-up monster you control. We gain 300 attack until the end phase. In addition, is 500 attack if there is a Dark Fusion monster. Interesting. What a good generic Dark Fusion skill. But we're not afraid. He's showing Ancient Gear Reborn. We don't care. We're gonna pop you with the Demiurge. Hit you for 3500. Set Rebellion. You better believe we're gonna use that Rebellion. He's hitting us with the Hound, which hits us for a bit of damage. You better believe we're gonna use this Rebellion. He thought he had us with the ultimate Ancient Gear Golem. We get to the battle phase with the toggle on. Very important. We still him with Rebellion. Nothing he could do. Demiurge pops him. That's gonna bring out a little baby monster we can swing over. Blackout Curtain is gonna protect us from being destroyed. Not that we have the life points to protect us from being destroyed, but we can do it. He's gonna armor tank us. Nothing he can really do. We get another Rebellion, but all we're gonna do, we're not gonna destroy him because we would have died from effect damage from that equip, so we gotta swing into him and finish him off. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are. What's this guy's name? Dumon? We're going first. Generally, your first turn play deck, because your Gate Guardians are much more vulnerable than the Demiurge, obviously. He is unaffected by monster effects. So let's see what our boy is. He's overlay control. That's XE monsters. So he's gonna have a hard time unless he has a spell or it gets super up there. I think this guy builds a massive field just to be mushed by the Demiurge too. So let's see. Super Quan. Volcanic Shell. doing a bunch. He's going a bunch of wacky XCs, just trying to protect himself, and then everything explodes. I was testing out this card. Does not work because we're not 4 or higher, obviously, and I replaced it with Brain Control, which also does not work, so not the great of testing, but you could just replace Brain Control with other stuff. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing little Yu. He's trying to Exodia us, and we're gonna hit him with United Elements. Hit him with the Demiurge. Very nice. Dark World Dealings. We get a Rebellion. That's actually super helpful to us. He's going into the Void, so he's going all in on this play. Exodia Incarnate. It cannot be destroyed by our effect, so that'll keep it interesting. Threw everything away. We got Monster Reborn. Check that out. I don't think even Rebellion would work on that Exodia thing, so we really can't do anything. But we're gonna hit him. We get our Sangan. We get a swing for 3,500. Great turn. And he scoops the next time. You're gonna see that a lot. Versus this deck, we're just gonna hit him, and he's Exodia, obviously. If he didn't get the win there, it was gonna be hard come-uppins. So, yeah, this deck's pretty cool. Still a lot of work. Brain Control does not work in this deck because you do not have enough life points to use it, so replace it with a third Rebellion. They essentially do the same thing, it's just Rebellion only works in the battle phase. Rebellion's awesome. I actually really like Rebellion as a card. Other than that, very cool deck, very fun to just sit on a Demiurge kind of thing. Very gnarly monster. So hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.